It was the first day of summer, and I couldn't wait to go to the pool. I had some of my best memories there. I had asked my friend to come with me. Now looking back on it, I often wish I hadn't. What if I didn't ask him? What if none of this happened? Was it all my fault? Our neighborhood pool was down a mountain, so we had to walk down some stairs to get to it. It wasn't the biggest pool, but it was big enough for us to have fun. As we walked down the stairs, I yelled, "Last one in the pool's a weenie." I ripped my shirt off and jumped in. Since it was the first day the pool was open, the water was freezing cold. Right as we jumped in, the lifeguard told us that he had to clean the pool. I assumed it was because the pool hadn't been open in a while. As my friend and I got out of the pool, we watched the lifeguard start cleaning. It was nothing unusual. He just pulled out some tubes and started testing the water. I'd seen it before. My stomach started to hurt though, and I started to feel sick. It was almost as if my joy had immediately left, and I felt like going home. I told my friend, and he was fine with it. He said he wanted to jump in one more time. We asked the lifeguard, and he said he was done cleaning. My friend curled himself up into a ball and jumped in. The splash was inches away from my feet, but I really didn't want to get wet, so I backed up. As my friend walked out of the pool, we started walking toward our car. He wouldn't stop talking about how much warmer the pool had gotten. As we reached the last step and up into the parking lot, my friend collapsed onto the ground. I had no clue what to do. I was 15 at the time. I called 911 and I searched for the lifeguard in hopes that he would have some type of first aid, surely. He was gone though. I kept searching for him. It'd been about 5 minutes. I couldn't find him anywhere. No trace. He was nowhere to be found. The only thing I saw were testing tubes, broken and shattered across the pool floor. I ran back to my friend, and since we lived in a small town, an ambulance had already arrived. They asked me if he was allergic to anything, and I said no. It had always been a joke in our friend group that he couldn't get sick. I was confused. I was worried. The next morning I got the news that my friend had died. The next few weeks, they were hard. Having to go to the funeral and think about him all the time. It was all the what if questions. What if I didn't go to the pool? What if I hadn't invited him? I was hurting. Something felt off though. It was just the one thing. My mom told me that the doctors found poison in his system, and no one could identify where it was from. They found the poison. They couldn't find a source. For weeks I researched the poison, but there was very little online about it. Every day I replayed that same scenario in my head, looking for a possible reason that day. Leads us to today, where I'm actually writing this now. Why wouldn't I have gotten sick, actually? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Wait. No. That's impossible. I didn't get in the pool after it was done being cleaned. Or was it even being cleaned? It had to have been the lifeguard. But where did he go after the crime? Oh, what was his name? I remember his name. Pretty much everyone in town knows him. It's a small town, like I said. Here, I'm gonna look him up. No, it can't be. He was pronounced dead 3 years ago. This one leaves me with no answers and one question. What if he wasn't trying to kill my friend? What if it was me he wanted?